let's say I'm investing 1000 rupees with the bank because the bank promises me some incentive, right? And that is the bank promises me 10% return every year. Okay. Now in the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, okay, up till the nth year, I'm liable to get this return, right? So in the first year, I'll get 10% of 1000, which is 100 rupees. Okay. Let's say I withdraw these 100 rupees. Okay. Keeping my investment fixed at 1000 rupees and I save it somewhere separately 100 rupees. Okay. I have piggy bank. Okay. Where I'm saving it. Okay. Again, my investment being 1000 rupees for the second year also, I'll be liable to get 100 rupees as the interest. Okay. I withdraw these 100 rupees again and save them somewhere else. Okay, in the piggy bank. Okay, same way. Third year and the fourth year. Okay, up till the nth year, I'll be basically getting 100 rupees. Okay, every year. And so if you observe carefully, the investment made with the bank at 10% rate of interest every year, that is the return which I'll be getting, and that gives me 100 rupees ka return every year. Okay, so let us generalize now. If I invest suppose p rupees with the bank, okay, and the bank promises me an annual return of, let's say, r%. Annual means for 1 year. Okay, r% return. And in the first, second, third, fourth year, let's understand what is the interest, what is the return I'll be getting. So in the first year, it's of course r% of p. R% of p, basically anything percentage means upon 100. So r% basically is r by 100 times p. Okay, I withdraw this amount. Okay, keeping my investment fixed, that is p. Same thing I'll get for the second year, r by 100 times p. I withdraw it. For the third year, again I'll get r by 100 times p. This continues. Okay, so for n number of years, I have obtained a return of rp by 100. So what is the total return that I have obtained? The total return I have obtained is n multiplied by rp by 100, which basically simplifies to p n r upon 100. Since this interest is obtained simply, this interest is basically called as simple interest. Okay, and the amount which you'll be getting at simple interest, okay, is nothing but the investment that you made and the 100 rupees you piggy bank mein save kiya tha, right? PNR by 100. Okay, so the amount is the principal plus the simple interest. Okay, in case of SI, so the investment which you're making, it's basically called as P, the principal, right? The return which you're getting every year, it's called as the rate of interest. Okay, the unit is percent per annum. Okay, if nothing is specified, you have to assume that the question talks about the yearly rate of interest. Okay, whenever they say there is a return of, let's say, 20% or 10% in a question, okay, they will generally specify, okay, it's going to be yearly. If not, it is by default understood it's going to be per annum. Okay, so the n value is the number of cycles for which you're staying, you're keeping it invested. Okay, it may be number of years, number of months, depending upon what is the rate of interest you've considered. If it is annual, then of course the value of n will be number of years. But many times the rate of interest given is probably quarterly or half yearly, something like that. Okay, nonetheless the interest value will remain the same because SIMA, your investment is being fixed. So let's solve a few questions based on this now. After how many years will 1000 INR amount to 1800 INR at the rate of 16% per annum? Okay, so let's start by writing that the principal you are investing is 1000 rupees. Okay, it is amounting to 1800, means the amount is 1800 after some n number of years, right? So the interest, the simple interest, I would say in this case, is nothing but the amount minus the principal, which is 1800 minus 1000, which is 800. Right? The R value, the rate is 16% per annum, right? You have to figure out the value of N after how many years, right? So we can solve this question using the formula. Simple interest is P into N into R divided by 100, right? So simple interest is given as 800 rupees. The principal is 1000 into N. We are supposed to find out R is 16. Divide by 100. 2 zeros gone directly. Okay, 1 0 you can cancel. 16 ones are 16 fives are. You directly get n is equal to 5. So this will happen basically in 5 years. All right. The exact same thing we'll do, guys, now, but we'll not make any equation per se, or we'll not write any formula. We'll use thoda sa logic. And I want you to develop this understanding in case of SI and CI. Okay, because if you are able to interpret this way, you can like solve questions really very easily and very quickly. Let's see how. Okay, after how many years will 1000 INR amount to 1800 INR at the rate of 16% per annum? Okay, so 1000 INR becomes 1800. What is the increase? The increase is 800 INR. Okay, the rate of interest is given as 16% per annum. So 1000 rupees if you are investing, एक साल में कितना interest मिलेगा? 16% of 1000, 16% of 1000 will be 160 rupees. Okay, एक साल में 160 INR मिल रहा है, हमें कितना चाहिए 800 INR. Divide them, you'll get 1 जा 5 जा, exactly 5 cycle लगेंगे, मतलब 5 साल लगेंगे. Okay, that's the answer. See, it's that simple. Okay, let's solve one more question based on the exact same logic. We won't be using any formula in this. We'll be applying this logic. Okay, so after how many years will an amount double itself at the rate of 25% per annum? Okay, guys, now one very important point I wanted to remember, and this will also help you to solve questions in data interpretation. All right, so that particular relation is whenever a value, okay, whenever a value becomes n times, okay, whenever a value becomes n times, okay, the percentage change is given by, the percentage change will be given by n minus 1 multiplied by 100. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, we can check this out. Okay, we can just take examples and check this out. Okay, suppose there's a value x. If it becomes 2x, double. What's the percentage change? Final minus initial upon initial multiplied by 100. X cancel ho gaya. So you basically get 2 minus 1 into 100. So there is a 100% increase. Okay. So जब भी कोई value double हो रहा है, understand it's going to be 100% increase. Vice versa also is true. Whenever a value is increasing by 100%, okay, you have to take it that it's becoming double. Okay, same thing will happen if it becomes triple. Okay, it will be 3 minus 1 into 100, 200%. Okay, so if you observe, if a value becomes n times, ये हो जाएगा nx. So n will remain, n minus 1 multiplied by 100 is going to be your percentage increase in this case. Okay, this you can observe for any value of n that you take. Okay, and this will satisfy. Okay, after how many years will an amount double itself? If an amount is doubling itself, what is the percentage increase? 100%, right? 100% का increase हमें चाहिए. What is the yearly percentage increase? 25%. So how many years will you require? 100 divided by 25 equals to 4 years. Okay. Now similarly, please find out the time required for the amount to get tripled at 25%. Please pause the video and solve it out and check. Yes. So if we solve it now, the amount becomes triple. If it becomes triple, the percentage change is how much? 3 minus 1 multiplied by 100, which is 200%. Okay, so you demand 200% ka increase and the rate of interest is 25%. So how much time will you take? The time you will take is 200 divided by 25. 200% basically divided by 25%. How many cycles? 8 cycles. So basically you require 8 years.